guys, today I'm bringing you guys through my June meal plan for 2021. If you are new, I plan my entire meal plan for an entire month at a time for my family of 5. I have 3 kids, 5 and under, and then for me and my husband, obviously that would make 5 people. I do this because it saves me time, saves me money. I have everything ready to go all at once. I also do my grocery shopping once a month, go back in the middle of the month for fill-in things, fresh fruit, vegetables, milk, just to replenish. It's typically a very small haul, under $50. In these videos, I share my entire month's worth of dinners. However, this month, at the end, after I share my dinners, I'm going to be talking about just a couple of things, kids' lunch ideas, since most kids are going to be out of school here in the next couple of weeks and home all day. And then I'm also going to be sharing some breakfasts for the same reason. I share meals with you guys throughout the entire course of the month. I do all Aldi videos, which are just meals made with all ingredients only from Aldi. They're super budget friendly, at least they typically are, because Aldi is friendly when it comes to budgets, I suppose. But I'll also do what's for dinner videos, crock pot meals, sheet pan dinners, all those things. I'll link anything that's food related down below if you care. The first meal we are doing this month are salmon patties. When we went over to my sister-in-law's house for Mother's Day, she made these really awesome salmon patties. My husband loved them, and he is typically a pretty picky eater. I was surprised that he liked them. Really enjoyed them. I really enjoyed them. They were delicious, so I got the recipe from her. I'm gonna be doing those this month because they were so good. Like, so good. I'll share that upcoming too. That might be in an all Aldi video, but I will definitely be sharing that. We're gonna do grilled chicken wraps. I do have this coming up in a video. It's really simple. It's just what it sounds. Throw some chicken on the grill, grill it, wrap it up in a tortilla with your said produce, and maybe a little bit of ranch or some barbecue or something, and got yourself a really good, pretty decently healthy meal. I use the term healthy really loosely because everyone has different ideas of what healthy is, but we'll serve it with either chips on the side, carrots, cucumbers, you get the idea, french fries, kind of all those things. Homemade pizzas, staple in this house. Everybody loves homemade pizzas. We're also gonna do calzones this month, which is basically just the exact same ingredients, only we're making calzones instead of homemade pizzas. So that's how I stay within such a tight budget, is I use the same ingredients for like a handful of different meals throughout the month, and it saves me a lot of money. We're gonna do Philly cheesesteaks. This is a more expensive meal just because the cut of beef steak is just typically more expensive. We haven't bought in like a whole cow or anything at a time to keep in our freezer. We're not really at that point where our kids are big enough where we would need to buy a whole cow at a time to kind of stretch it. So we're gonna do sloppy joes. Pretty self-explanatory. Love sloppy joes. The kids love sloppy joes. We're gonna do typical burgers. I buy the big like roll of pre-made frozen burger patties from Aldi. I want to say they're like $8 for 12 of them, and those will last me typically about 3 months or so. Pretty decent price. My kids all eat half of a hamburger at this point, and then I always have extra hamburgers on hand as well, especially in the summertime. That's nice. You have someone stop over unexpectedly, or you need to have just something to make. We do game nights at our house about every other weekend, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, with my family, and burgers, hot dogs, brats, those are like the go-to. Just throw them all on the grill and everyone can kind of have a little bit of everything. So I love having these on hand for things like that. We're also gonna do chicken parm burgers, which is some grilled chicken, some marinara sauce, and a slice of mozzarella cheese on top, and that's what we're going to do. Put it on a burger bun, and it'll be a grilled chicken parm burger. I think they're gonna be really good. Chili cheese dogs, another summer staple. I want to do a lasagna, but with my crock pot Alfredo sauce. I love the Alfredo sauce I make in the crock pot. It's just a stick of butter, a block of cream cheese, and a cup of sour cream with your chicken breasts, a little bit of garlic, kind of whatever you want to throw in there. And I typically throw in frozen broccoli on top, and I want to do that in a lasagna and kind of do roll up. I'll share it with you guys. If I can find a picture of something, I'll like put it up here so you kind of know what I'm talking about, because I explained it horribly. But just to try something new, I think it'll be really fun. I'm gonna do a fish sheet pan dinner. We try to do fish once a week. It's something we implemented about 2 years ago and we're just trying to keep up with. So we'll do salmon patties one week. I'm gonna do a sheet fish pan or a fish sheet pan dinner another week. I tend to keep those really simple with just diced potatoes, some other types of roasted veggies, and the fish, and it's a pretty easy dinner and everybody eats it pretty well. I'm gonna do Spanish rice. That's a staple in this house. It's so cheap to make. I've shared that a handful of times. I'll link some videos down below on it, but we eat ours with chips and everybody's really happy. Some cheese, either some sauerkraut in there, yum. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna make a cheesy broccoli and rice bake. That's a video I definitely will be sharing, so that will be coming up. We're gonna do hot sandwiches and tomato soup, all from Aldi, just as a really simple dinner. I like to keep my summer dinners quick, simple, light, easy, to the point, all of those things, because the weather's nice. I wanna be outside. We wanna be outside and just hanging out, doing fun things with the kids, going to the park, the aquarium, the zoo, all those things, and I wanna keep my dinners as simple as possible because I don't want to be wasting time just cooking a huge dinner that nobody is going to eat anyways. So I like to just keep them very simple. I'm going to do marinated pork chops and throw them on the grill. I love my grill in the summertime. I feel like it saves me so much cleanup time because I'm not using so many pots and pans. So I'm going to do the pork chops out on the grill with a tin foil, potato, carrots. It's gonna be delicious. That's a meal I'm definitely sharing. We're gonna do a pepperoni pizza grilled cheese, which is basically just a grilled cheese with pepperonis, and then we're gonna dunk them in marinara sauce. It's gonna be great. My kids really like those. I just make probably 10 of them and I'll cut them in half, throw them in the middle of the table, and everyone can kind of grab what they want. I'm also gonna do pot pie. We haven't done that in probably a month or two, so I'm gonna bring that back. That's one of those meals where we'll eat it month after month after month, and then we kind of need to halt on the pot pie for a little bit, take a break. So that's what we did. I'm gonna bring it back. We're gonna do a pot pie. We're gonna do grilled naan pizzas. I have my naan bread already in the freezer, so that'll be a really easy meal. I think I have everything for it actually. I'm gonna do barbecue pulled pork sandwiches just for something new. I'm gonna try it out with the kids, and I think whatever leftovers we have, I might just make some baked potatoes. We'll eat them over baked potatoes or something. So a lot of ways I could swing and transform those leftovers into something else. So I want to do those this month just for something. The next meal we're gonna do is mac and cheese with a kiabasa. I love kiabasas because they're pretty cheap. I think they're $1.90 from Aldi. We get the turkey ones and they're super simple. I just slice them up, put them in a pan with a little bit of butter, onions, mushrooms, and let that go while I cook whatever else we're eating with it. This meal, it's going to be mac and cheese, and then we just throw it all in the mac and cheese all together. But I'm also going to steam some broccoli on the side. That seems to be the way everybody really likes to eat it, so we're gonna do that for a super easy meal. Not the most healthy, but not the worst meal either. I'm gonna make pulled chicken sandwiches as well. A lot of sandwiches heading into the summer months, just what we like to eat in the summertime. So in the crock pot in the morning, I'll just throw in a couple of chicken breasts, let them go all day, and then I will throw in one of those chicken gravy packets from either Walmart or Aldi and throw it in while I shred my chicken, and we'll just eat that over buns or on top with on buns for a sandwich, or we'll eat it on top of mashed potatoes, and my kids devour it. It's really good. So just a really simple, easy meal. I'm gonna make barbecue chicken, and then we're gonna eat it with baked potatoes. Baked potatoes are the easiest side in the world during the summertime. My family really likes them. So a lot of baked potatoes heading in for the next couple of months, probably through to the fall, but that's what we're gonna do for that night. I always add a leftovers night just to make sure that we're eating our leftovers. I talk about that in every video that I make like this because I think it's important to say that we don't always eat a fresh meal every night. We do eat leftovers. We utilize them, all of the things. So typically what I will do is wait until we have 4 or 5 different meals left over in the fridge, like a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and I will pull it all out on the counter, and we will have a leftovers buffet. Everybody can get a little bit of everything. You can pick and choose what you want, and my kids really like to eat it. Sometimes I'll make a fresh salad for that night or a fresh loaf of bread or something, just so it doesn't feel like we're eating only leftovers. We do have something freshly made on the buffet. So my birthday is in June, my husband's birthday is in June, and of course we have Father's Day in June. So for my birthday, I just wrote in the restaurant I want to eat at because I'm definitely not cooking on my birthday. I'm going to order in, or we're going to go out to eat or whatever. So I just wrote in that restaurant for us. My husband requested a crab dinner with some sort of pasta, so we're gonna do that for his birthday. Father's Day, I'm leaving completely open because I don't really know what we're doing for Father's Day. We might go out to eat for dinner with Joe's parents or whatever. I don't know what we're doing yet for Father's Day. It's not set in stone yet, so I just wrote Father's Day question mark, and I'm gonna leave it at that, and I'm just gonna play it by ear. If I need to go to the store to get something specific to do a Father's Day barbecue or a Father's Day dinner or whatever we're gonna do, we'll do that. But I think most likely we'll end up going out to eat somewhere with all of the dads and stuff, so I'm playing it by ear. I'm gonna get a bag of orange chicken from Aldi that my family really likes, because with the leftover crab meat from our crab dinner, I wanna try to make crab Ragoons. I've never made them before, but I don't think I'm gonna need a ton of crab meat for the Ragoons. I don't even know if I'm saying that right, but they seem pretty simple to throw together, so I'm just gonna get some wonton wrappers from Walmart and kind of use up whatever leftover crab I have that way, because nobody really likes to eat leftover crab, at least not in my household. So I'm gonna try to repurpose it into something like those Ragoons, and I'm really excited to try to make those. I think they're gonna be easier to make than what I'm anticipating them to be, so we're gonna do that. And then the last dinner is spaghetti pie, a really easy go-to for us, so we're gonna do that as well. Spaghetti pie is basically just that baked spaghetti that you see all over social media and Pinterest and stuff. That's just what my family calls it. So heading into summertime, my kids are gonna be home all day. At least my oldest, she's the only one that was in school this past year. So I'm going back to making sure that I'm planning breakfast options and lunch options for all of us to make sure that I don't have to run back to the store for extra things, and then I'm doing it all in the one trip that I have anticipated doing it in. So I'm just gonna throw in at the end here a little bit of breakfast and lunch ideas that I have for my kids. I'm gonna start with breakfast, and I'm just gonna look at my list here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 options that my kids I'm going to try to always have in the house as an option, so we can rotate, just go down the list every 8 days or whatever we want to do. Typically I just wait, like when the kids wake up, you know, what do you want to eat, what do you want to eat, because it's not like I'm making omelets or something every morning and I have to like custom make a breakfast for each child. I meal prep my breakfast for my kids, so I typically once a week I'll have pancakes in the fridge, French toast in the fridge, and all I'm doing is reheating. So it doesn't matter if, you know, one wants pancakes, one wants French toast, and one wants scrambled eggs. It doesn't really matter, because all I'm doing is pulling out French toast and pancakes out of the fridge, heating them up, and scrambling an egg on the stove. It'll take me 10 minutes to make 3 different breakfasts. So that's how I do it. I know that's not realistic for everybody, especially working moms or working dads, whoever. I know that's not realistic for everybody. That's just what works for me. So going down the list here, when I meal prep, I'm also gonna meal prep some type of fruit bread, whether that be banana bread, applesauce bread, pumpkin bread, blueberry bread, whatever it is. I just get the muffin mix and I make it in a bread pan. I'll make 2 loaves at a time, throw one in the freezer, one in the fridge. We'll eat that throughout the week. Just a slice of bread and an apple, or a slice of bread and some applesauce, or a banana, whatever anybody wants. So I'm gonna try to have that as an option throughout the summer. Cinnamon toast, I just take cinnamon and sugar and I have it in a Old Spice container, and toast in the toast, or throw bread in the toaster, put a little bit of butter and cinnamon and sugar. The kids can have that with a bowl of yogurt and granola, an apple, an orange, kind of whatever, right? So I try to keep breakfast really simple. Eggs are always an option. We have laying hens. Eggs are readily available for us, so eggs are always an option. Peanut butter toast, Nutella toast, pancakes, French toast, cereal, and oatmeal. Cereal is one of those things I try to keep in the house all the time. It's not always in the house. I'll get those big bags from Walmart. My middle child loves cereal. She eats cereal like 6 times a day and be completely content. So I try to keep a couple bags in the house always at a time. I like to keep 2 bags in the house at a time. Usually always Honey Nut Cheerios. That's her favorite. She refers to it as honeybee cereal, and then some sort of other fun cereal, typically whatever cereal my husband asks for. And it's usually Raisin Bran. So Always trying to keep some sort of cereal in the house for the kids. Heading into lunches, like I said, some of these things might change as we go throughout the summer, but I try to keep sandwiches for when we're going out to the park, or we're going out to the beach, when we're going out to the wildlife sanctuary or the amusement park, because they're just easy to keep in my diaper bag or in a cooler underneath the stroller. And you know, you're hungry, here's a sandwich. So I try to keep those for outings, not necessarily when we're at home, just because I wouldn't want to eat a sandwich every single day, so I don't expect my kids to either. So when we're home, we're gonna do pizza bagels, roll-ups, which are basically meat and cheese rolled into a tortilla, or sometimes they'll do meat and pickles, peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and honey, peanut butter and Nutella. So lots of different options. When I do something like that, I'll just lay out my tortillas and say, you know, what do you want on yours? What do you want on yours? What do you want on yours? And everyone can have a custom wrap, but it doesn't take me really any extra time to make anything super special for the kids. Quesadillas, that's one of the lunches that takes me a little bit more time, but I will just put my tortillas down on a sheet tray, throw in some Mexican cheese, top it with another tortilla, and kind of put a little bit of butter on top of them, throw them in the oven, bake them at 350 for like 5 minutes until the cheese is melted. I'll slice them all up, everyone gets a quesadilla, and then beanie weenies, really easy go-to. Can of baked beans, chop up some hot dogs, throw them in there, heat it up. Kids are eating beanie weenies. All my kids rather enjoy that meal, so added that to our lunch list. Raviolis, I'll get a big bag of frozen ravioli from Walmart. Pretty sure it's like $5 for 3 pounds or something like that, and that'll last me the whole month. Remember, my kids are little, they're only eating 5 or 6 raviolis at a time anyways. You know, sin, my kids are eating lunches from a can, but SpaghettiOs, they like them, go ahead, do you. Homemade Lunchables, I will get the little pre-sliced sausages from Aldi. I'll get a couple packs of those. You can do those. I'll slice up some blocks of cheese and give you some crackers. You can make your own Lunchables. Kids love those. They feel really fancy. They really enjoy them, and that's the perfect kind of thing if I'm laying out a blanket in the yard and we want to do a picnic. I'll just kind of put everything out on a sheet tray and you can just kind of grab and make your own thing. The kids have a lot of fun with it. So the last thing, like I said with the sandwiches, I did order a Crustable Maker off of Amazon. I talked about it in another video, but I want to say it was like $12. I got 3 little cutout. I went and got the box, but this is what it looks like. Like I said, I ordered these on Amazon. So they're the Bewitched little Crustable Makers, but they're really easy to do. Let's see if I can do this. So they come with 2 pieces, and you start with this piece, and it's basically just like a little cutout. Push it down on your sandwich, and this will take off all the edges. And then these have these little, it's like a sealer. Then you just put it on the inside, push down, and it seals the edges of your sandwich. It's really easy. This one came with a square, a circle, and these triangle pieces. So I'll make some of these for my kids. This is another one where I'll make like 3 loaves of these at a time and throw them in my freezer. That way when we are heading out to the beach or whatever, I'll take them straight out of my freezer into my cooler, and my kids will either eat them frozen, which they don't mind, because if you buy Crustables at the store, they're in the freezer section anyways, and then it's like a cold popsicle sandwich kind of situation, which is not bad on a hot day. Or B, I'll pull them out of the cooler when we get to wherever we're going and they're thawed out. The kids will have a normal sandwich. For all lunches, sides are always, you can have a bag of chips, you can have some cookies, like some animal cookies, or the, well, I cannot think of what they're called. Carrots are always an option, cucumbers, watermelon, fruit, vegetable, applesauce, yogurt, always options, you know, string cheese, all those are in the house all the time. Whatever you want to have as a side for your lunch is always an option. I'm not making 12 different lunches. It's not like someone's eating quesadilla, someone else is eating a sandwich, someone else is eating ramen. Not how it goes. Everyone's eating the same main dish, but whatever you want to have for your extras, go ahead and pick. That's fine. So that is my meal plan for pretty much every meal through June for 2021. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. And of course, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
I don't wanna stay here, no. Ain't gonna keep it low.